What makes a conspiracy theorist? By now we have all become accustomed to the shadowy term used to describe and discredit those who hold alternative views, those who don't quite see history in what would be described as the mainstream way. Whether the conspiracy theorist believes that the earth is flat, that Elvis is still alive and well, or that the military-industrial complex has seized control of nations through shadowy, powerful groups such as the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group, or our friends at the World Economic Forum. But that is not the point of this piece, to examine conspiracy theories in all of their various iterations. Instead, I want to ask what may turn out to be a more interesting question, the question of what makes a conspiracy theorist, and a little more to the point, what made me a conspiracy theorist? My awakening, as some describe it, was not all at once, not some grandiose moment of clarity where I alone could see the world's ills and faults. In fact, if we are to stick with the metaphor of an awakening, it is fair to say that I hit the snooze button several times. The first sign of me breaking my slumber came in my early teens. I had been sent to see a specialist dentist regarding some strange markings on my teeth, which my younger brother also had to a lesser extent. The specialist believed that we were both showing signs of fluorosis. Fluorosis affects the teeth, giving them stains that can range from yellow to dark brown, surface irregularities, and pits in the teeth which are highly noticeable. Most often the effects are mild, however in my case, they were not. Part of the treatment I had on my teeth to help me with the horrible stains included microabrasion, which is a posh medical way of saying grinding the front layer of my teeth off. This would hopefully help with how the stains appeared, at least for a while, but this is not a pity party for me and my teeth. What had caused me, my brother, and surely others to get fluorosis? The dental specialist had been very interested to hear of my formative years in South Africa, and was sure that fluoridation of the water supply there may have been to blame. Water fluoridation first attracted attention in the early 20th century. Researchers were surprised by the high prevalence of what was called Colorado brown stain on the teeth of native-born residents of Colorado Springs. The stains were caused by high levels of fluoride in the local water supply. This was fluoride that occurred naturally in the groundwater. People with these stains also had an unusually high resistance to dental cavities. This sparked a movement to introduce fluoride into public water supplies at a level that could prevent cavities but without causing fluorosis. So what have we got here? At about the age of 13, 14, I'm getting a layer of my teeth ground off because I've consumed too much fluoride, which is supposed to stop me from getting cavities. But they know if overconsumed will cosmetically ruin your teeth. It turns out that levels of water fluoridation in South Africa during the time of my mother's pregnancy and my early years was much higher than would be considered normal in Europe. This is due to oral health in the disadvantaged communities being in a sad state of affairs, and fluoride is a proven preventative measure and may reduce tooth decay by 50% within 2 years, thereby significantly reducing the number of working days lost. I was unwittingly and unknowingly drugged by a state, possibly for the greater good. Is it just that? The state was trying to look after as many people as possible and save productivity, and I was just unlucky enough to be affected. Wait a minute, aren't toothpaste sold on the basis they contain fluoride? Aren't fluorides contained in certain types of food and drinks? Would the state have known that some children would have been consuming more fluoride? How many of you watching this right now are aware of the health warning on the back of your toothpaste or mouthwash? And then I hit snooze.